Hello students, welcome to the channel. Myself Kuldeep Mahdi and I am a trainee teacher from Siliguri Tarai B.Ed College. I hope all of you are doing absolutely fine in this lockdown situation that we all are facing together in this year 2020. So, we will be discussing a poem by William Blake. The name of the poem is The Sick Rose. The poem is included in your syllabus of class 11 West Bengal board. So we will begin by reading the first few lines from the poem and later we will continue the proceedings. Okay, so let's begin the poem. The Sick Rose by William Blake. O rose, thou art sick, the invisible worm that flies in the night in the howling storm. The poet William Blake is addressing to the rose that you are sick and the reason of your sickness is a invisible worm that flies to you during a storm in the night. Okay, let's read out the next stanza. Has found out thy bed of crimson joy, and his dark so secret love does thy life destroy. In the next stanza, Blake is saying that the worm is destroying the health of the rose with his dark secret love. Okay, by entering the bed of the rose. Here the bed of the rose means the petals, the rose petals that you see. The rose petals here is described as the bed of the rose. Okay. Rose exists as a beautiful natural object. As we all know, rose is a symbol of love, peace, affection. On the other hand, worm is a symbol of death, decay, destruction, right? So the poet is trying to draw a scenario between a lover and his counterpart. Here in the poem, the lover is the worm and the counterpart is the rose. The poem says that rose is sick. In the same way, the poem implies that love is sick as well. Yet the rose is unaware of its sickness. As we all know, love cannot express it on its own until and unless both the lovers express their feelings to each other. Okay? In reality, a rose cannot express its feelings or its poor condition to another person, or it may be another tree or plant or flower, whatever it is, as it is a non-living object and it cannot speak or it cannot do its own activities on its own. And love also cannot recognize its poor condition. As I said earlier, love cannot express its on its own until and unless both the lovers express their feelings to each other. So this results the worm to enter the bed of the rose. You can say that where is the bed of a rose? Rose does not have its own bed. Here the poet says that the bed of the rose means the petals of the rose. We all know rose have petals, many petals. The red color petals, pink color petals, orange, white, or whatever may be. Right? The worm enters the bed of the rose in the night and destroys the rose with its with its poison and infecting the rose and causing the destruction to the rose. Here a simple question might arise on your mind. Question might arise in your mind. Why is the worm flying in Blake's poem? As we all know very well that worms cannot fly, right? We all know that. Worms can only crawl. Worms can only crawl on the ground. So we can easily see that the worm is used as a symbol, as a symbolic worm, and it is a creature of the night like a demon or other night visitors which feeds upon the people who are sleeping in the night. Okay, let me give you an example of two creatures like that. In the mythology there are two creatures that are mentioned. One is succubus, another is incubus. Succubus is female and incubus is male. What is mentioned in the mythology about the two creatures is they try to exploit the sleeping victims. They enter the house or any other room they find. They exploit the people who are sleeping in the night, and they try to feed upon the peoples, okay, by exploiting them physically or by torturing them. Okay, so we can see that the poem on the other hand can be defined as a distinction between two things. One is clearly mentioned in this poem, the lover and loved one, worm and rose. And on the other hand, by reading the poem we can easily relate this small instance with man and nature. Man as the worm and nature as the rose. Okay, as we all know, man is continuously exploiting the nature by polluting the environment, destroying the roads, destroying the trees, and creating big houses, big buildings, right, by exploiting the nature. Similarly, we can easily relate these two instances on this same poem. As we saw, the worm is feeding on the rose. He is thinking that it is his love and affection towards the rose, but on the other hand it is affecting the rose overall, like physically, mentally, both. I hope I have given you a briefing of the poem. If you have any doubt, feel free to write in the comment section below. I will try to answer all your doubts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.